successful project like the Human Health Building is really built on a foundation of trust and partnership with the owner and the architect and the consultants and the subcontractors. And the partnership that we've had with Oakland University extends back to 1994 at the Engineering and Science Building, where we constructed that project back in the mid-90s. Our partnership with the Smith Group goes back a little bit further, almost 85 years, to the SBC building in downtown Detroit. We have two of the oldest firms in the state of Michigan working on this project with the Smith Group and the Crispin Company. Beyond the partnerships of our collective firms, it really depends upon the people and the chemistry of the teams working on the project. And at Oakland University, we've had just a wonderful relationship with our partners at Oakland University, as well as the Smith Group.
Every morning our day started at 7 o'clock inside the building or out on our slabs in front of our trailers. And we met, we called it a huddle. In the beginning it was set aside as a safety huddle, but when we started talking about different things, what was going on, helping the new tradespeople that came on a daily basis know what was going on. From there, deliveries wouldn't start until 7:30. That allowed us all to get to our workstations safely and foremen to get their crews going. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we reserved those days for orientations that I conducted. With that, we were able to establish OU's expectations and the climate that the Crispin Company was expecting.
We looked at trying to maximize the number of materials that were found or made regionally so that we're not shipping materials across the country.
About 33% of all the materials used on the project have originated both from a manufacturing point of view and the extraction from within a 500-mile radius of the project. That reduces transportation costs substantially for those materials, thereby reducing the related pollution. I'm responsible for working with the on-site teams to implement the construction-related sustainability efforts related to the project. So we implement programs to ensure that all the recycled content, construction waste management, low VOC products are all implemented on the project. Just as importantly, we make sure that the construction indoor air quality program during construction is fully implemented so that the resulting building is a healthy, vibrant place for the students and staff. We make sure that all the materials are kept dry so that there's no moisture in the materials, which might cause mold and those kinds of things if that happened. We schedule the material installation so that materials that might absorb volatile organic compounds or VOCs are installed after the VOC types of materials are installed. 67% of the wood used on the project, both the wood you can see, such as the wood ceilings, and the wood that you can't see, buried in the walls and the roof and so forth, is all certified wood by the Forest Stewardship Council. The Forest Stewardship Council certifies that the forests that the wood comes from are sustainably managed so they remain healthy and help reduce climate change.
We look to build a very robust architectural system. So looking at the rating system for the walls, a resistance rating is the methodology of determining how valuable the wall is and resisting the thermal conductivity through it. We look to surpass what is minimal code standards. We have 3 inches of sprayed-on insulation on the outside of the wall, giving us an R18 value, much greater than code. In a similar way, we looked at the roofing system. We have an R25 roofing system, which is, again, much higher than what code would require.
We did interior mock-ups, exterior mock-ups. The exterior mock-up, for example, was pretty sophisticated. Not only did it have the terracotta and the metal, had the windows, the air barrier systems, and we tested all that stuff as we went along, right down to the caulk. We did these testings because some of the details still needed to be worked out. We brought manufacturer reps in to watch us as we installed all these different components and sealed them and married them all together to give the building its quality job so it doesn't leak water.
Together with the construction IAQ plan and making sure that the products used in the building have low volatile organic compounds, combined with the very healthy heating, ventilating, and air conditioning system, which brings in a substantial amount of ventilation air, which is very well cleaned by the air filters, results in a very healthy learning environment.
The things that most benefited OU here was the culture, the partnerships, not just with Oakland University or the architects, but with the individual trades. 320,000 person trade hours worked on site without a lost time work accident. If I had to guess, 1,000 tradespersons have probably traveled through this site, worked on this site, not counting all the manufacturing that's made things, cabinets, lights, whatever, that was shipped to here to install. As I sit here and talk, the most important thing, if I had to put one word to it, was the team. That was Oakland, Smith Group, Chrisman, and every trade person that was out here. Unique sometimes is used as a very loose word, but on this job it is very unique. In my 30-some years of being in the trade business, this is the most special job I've been on.
This building really isn't about the firms that designed it or constructed it. It's really intended to be for the students, the faculty, the teaching environment. And so I think you'll get a sense as you walk around this building of the quality that's been incorporated into it, the care that's been focused on throughout the course of the job. I think it's going to be an outstanding learning environment for these students when they occupy this building.